Live. We are live. A nice surprise stream for everybody today. So work finished a little early. I figured we could get started on this rig today. So this is actually from one of our subscribers on this channel. He sent me, let's see if I can show you guys. He sent me a really awesome character design that he did, and he said, hey, maybe you could help me rig this design. You know, it's fun. It's good practice. It could be something we could do live. So yeah, I figured why not do it. So off screen. Hey, how's it going? How's it going, Banana? Thanks for joining. So off screen, I started. Oops, let's get rid of this. And we have the head basically done. So it's pretty easy because there's only one eye. So there's the eye here, the eyeball. We have kind of like an eyebrow up here. The line art shows through, and then like the underlay is cutting everything else in the eye, so it kind of overlaps. Same thing with the bottom lid, like this. I really like how it cuts off the whole eye. I really like that look. The mouth is just a placeholder. I'll go in and add a few more drawings afterwards, but everything else is pretty straightforward. We got some hair, we have the horns. So now let's start with the body. Let's see how far we can get today. And again, some people say you can, have some templates to make this process go by a little faster. I kind of would just like to do it node by node. I'm not really in a hurry, and it helps me remember what I do. So that's the neck. Let's do peg on top. Call it head and neck. And I'll try and name these properly. I have a really bad habit of not naming my nodes right. I guess it's okay if I'm just using the rig, but of course, some other people might want to use this. So let's try and make it as nice as we can. The neck, let's copy the pivot point. Banana, where are you tuning in from? All right. Head and neck. Actually, let's move it like that. Perfect. And what I'm going to do is I like to group all the parts of the body. I took a Toon Boom course, and that's the guy kind of said grouping things is a good way to go. So Control-Shift-G will group the whole head. We'll rename it head. Add a backdrop. There we go. Okay. Nice. So to start with the body, I'll add a comp here. And by the looks of it, so our guy already broke down this rig pretty nice. So I just need a piece for the body. I think I'm going to have see how he has the shirt come out? I'm probably going to have the shirt just cut into the body like this. So we'll go torso. That in. Peg. Right, I'm really just taking my time. I'm in no rush. Oh, I forgot to start this. There you go. And I'm relying on his drawing to be symmetrical. I think it is, so I don't really have to worry too much about that part. Okay. I got to make sure I'm working on my line art layer. And we'll just go in and try and match this shape. We'll have it come up to the shoulders. I'm not worried about the breasts or the shirt. This is kind of just like the underlayer. Let's match that nice. And again, anyone watching, any questions, any suggestions, actually, I would love to hear those as well. I'm not a rigger. I kind of just do this for fun. So I don't really know everything. Here, and we'll drop this like that. Line it up with the neck. Yeah, so the torso will end here. Torso, and then let's do the shirt. So let's go our shirt. Now I need to think how I want to do this, because she has cut off sleeves here, and she has a cut off neck. So actually, maybe I'm going to extend this torso out like that, so it's a little rounder. That's a little bit better. Okay, and now we can kind of just cut the shirt. So here, let's follow this line. And I can go out of the lines because I'm going to use a cutter. But I don't want to go too far because I don't want the bounding box to be that big. I'm trying to think about how easy it's going to be to animate with this character, to control all these points. Yes. Hey, how's it going? Thanks for stopping by. Ratoons. Where are you tuning in from? Nice, guys. We're having a pretty good turnout on a Friday night. Okay, there we go. Okay, so let's try. I think this should work. I'll add a peg. And we'll go here. Color, shirt. And let's go color, skin. Okay, we got to move the hair back as well. Second. Gonna move everything back in Z depth so we can see. I actually like that better. I don't know if you're supposed to mess with the Z depth while you're rigging. I don't think it's a smart idea, but whatever. I don't care. So I don't want the... Joseph, how's it going, man? Nice to have you back. I hope everything's been going really well with you. You know, we missed you on the last couple streams. I'm actually debating. Let's just try it. So to cut this, I need a line art and a color art. Where is it? So if we think about this as like, this is the eye, this is the pupil. I need the torso line art to be in front. I'll cut it with the color art. And then we'll invert that. And then we plug in the color art here. Let's try and keep this nice and organized. Yeah, so I'm testing out this stream date, guys. Normally I do it on Sundays, but I might start doing some like rigging streams on Fridays. So let me know if this time works for you. Let's drop this down a bit. Oh, no need to say sorry, man. Not at all. And me, just been working. You know, work is getting a little bit lighter, so it's nice. Not as stressed out, you know. But I hope everything's going good with you too. Okay, so let's close this. I'm gonna add a deformation to the torso, and this is a trick. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8. I want 10 points on this torso. So we go up to animation, envelope creator, and then we'll do 10 points that I want, create envelope, and boom, I have a perfect envelope deformer around my whole piece. And that's saving me so much time. So let's go here, here, and now we'll do the same thing for this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I think same thing. 10 points. Envelope creator. 10 points. Nice. Okay, turn this cutter back on. Looking pretty good. I think what we need to do now is we need like a collar for her shirt. So just like an eye, I'm going to put the shirt in a composite, just like that. Right, and if I'm going too fast, guys, or if you miss something, if I do something wrong, let me know. Yeah, let me know. Let's go. Collar. Need my reference back for this. Collar is going to go here. Let's turn this off for a sec. Turn that off. I'm just going to draw the collar. So I need, again, my line art, the right color. So I'm following the design pretty closely. I'm just, you know, changing a few things. Okay. What's the difference between a stop motion keyframe and a motion keyframe? How to use this in animation. So basically, a stop motion keyframe. So I'll show you. Whoops. Let's go here. We had a peg on the head, and I'll show you. So here's the head, right? Let's move it down like this. So if I just press F6 and a regular keyframe like this, that's a stop motion keyframe. But if I press F6 and then there's a tween on it, that is a motion keyframe. So motion keyframes come with tweens, like basic tweens, and stop motion keyframes are when there's no tween on it. And basically, I use this when I first start animating. I'll set a motion tween to do all my movement, right? Or if I'm, you know, playing with deformers, I'll keep these as motion tweens while I'm working. And then when I'm ready to kind of tweak my final animation, when my timing is done, when my spacing is done, I'll set them to stop motion keyframes to kind of add the finishing touches. So some people, it's just like a way of working, basically, is what it is. Because like when I have a motion keyframe like this, and I'll change a frame like that, all my previous frames adjust to this movement, right? See that? If I didn't have this motion keyframe, and the middle frames do nothing. I hope that kind of answers your question. Okay, back to this. Yeah, it's just how you work. Just a way to work. Where was I? Collar. Oh. Started again a few weeks ago, specifically with a character I made, but I have a problem with the hair. Somebody rig hair. Okay. Rigging hair is pretty tough. If you want, you can drop a picture of your character in our Discord so I can see what the actual hair is, but it just depends. It depends on what you need for the character, right? What you want to do with the animation. So for this character, for example, for her hair, I have a front piece like this, and then I have a back piece separate because I want to be able to tilt the head up and down. And then for these pieces, they're separated into 3 other pieces that I can move. And each one has an envelope deformer around it. I want to have a lot of control over this hair. Yeah, if you do it, I can show you specifically for that design. Maybe we can all help. Also, another YouTuber called Brain. She has a really great video on rigging hair. I'll link to that after this stream because she's amazing. She's probably one of the best Toon Boom rigging teachers out there. Okay, like this. This can go past. Also, let me know if you need an invite to the Discord. I know I linked it in the description of this video, I think. But let me know and I'll post it in the chat. Another link to the Discord. So here, color, skin. We'll fill this in. Okay, so now the shirt is here. The cutter is on. But this needs to go in front. Right, and that works perfectly because it's being cut by this. Okay, let's add a deformation. That. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think I need 5 points. Envelope creator. Honestly, the envelope creator is probably the best tool Toon Boom has by far. 1, 2. Yeah, I think I need 5. Perfect. Yeah, and even if you want, once we finish rigging this character, post in the art sharing channel. It's under art challenges. It says art sharing. You can post in that one. Let me see if I can send you. Yeah, art sharing. That's the one you want to post in. I kind of reshuffled things around, so it's a little different. But yeah, maybe Joseph, if you want, we can even rig your character together after we're done this one or something. That could be fun if you want. So the neck, an easy fix. I'm just gonna delete this line. Nice. I'm liking that so far. It's looking good. Let's fix the pivot points. So I kind of want the pivot points to be down here. For the collar, I want it to be up there. And then I want the shirt and the collar to be able to move together. So I'll put them like that. So shirt, collar. And then I'll have it the same pivot point as the shirt. And let me know if I'm going too fast. If I'm going too fast, let me know. I'll slow it right down. Okay. Right? Nice. You can move the shirt independently. I'm liking that. The torso has a deformation. And now we need the full torso. Full torso. Nice. Just like this, and we're going to go underneath. It's going to have the same pivot point as the torso. Which is 0. And I'm really trying to keep my node view neat. You know, everything's grouped, everything is with a backdrop. So you can tell right away where things are. Okay, torso's finished. Now we're going to do the arms. We can add some of the details later. I just want to get the pieces in, and then I can go back and do the other stuff. So the arms are probably going to be the hardest part. I'm not going to do... Okay, perfect. That's fine. Oh, here, what if I tag you in it, actually? Let me see if I can tag you in the right channel. This. Let me know if you got that thing. Oh, I see it. Nice. Okay. Yeah, it looks pretty simple. It looks like you could just do an envelope deformer, to be honest. Like one piece in the back and just throw an envelope deformer on it. That's it. Need a separate thing for the arms. If I can get through the arms today, I think we can call it a stream. You know, it can be done. For 23 minutes in, I should be able to do it. So the arms, I usually do it like this. I have the upper arm, and then I have the lower arm. And I want to show you guys a really cool trick that I learned at the studio that I'm working at now. I kind of like went into the rigs and was playing around and seeing how things worked. And they have a really awesome way to make like a seamless joint. So I'll show you guys how they did that because it's really awesome. Okay, so now we have to be pretty precise with what we want. I'm not going to follow this draw over or this turnaround. I'm just going to have the arm come straight down. So here to here, I'm going to have the arm just come straight like this. We'll go here. And we'll line it up like that. Because I want the arms are really, really important, and I want the joints to connect. So let's curve the shoulders a bit. And make sure this matches up nice. So now, I'm going to use this joint so I know where the elbow is. And here's kind of the tricky part. So I'm going to grab an ellipse. And basically, I'm going to hold Alt and Shift and create kind of an ellipse in the center on the same layer. Okay, so I have this done. I'm going to press K so I can see where the lines intersect. And now I want to be really precise with how these lines intersect. So see these two dots? I'm looking at those on both sides. I want it just to touch the line enough so it breaks it into two shapes. So I'm moving it over with the arrow keys and scaling it up just a tiny bit. Tiny bit more. There you go. See this? That's what I want. I want two dots on either side. Look how close the lines are intersecting. That's what we want. So now I'm going to copy this ellipse. Make sure it's exactly on my other circle. And then holding Alt and Shift, I'm just going to scale it really, really small. And this is going to make sure my pivot point is perfect on my arm. The smaller I go, the better. Okay, so our arm is set up. What I'm going to do is copy this whole thing and paste it on my lower arm. Now I have two of the same arms on these nodes. I'll deactivate the lower arm because I don't need it for now. And now let's focus on the upper arm. So I'm going to cut the lower arm off. And see, we were so precise, it cut very nice, right? I'll cut this. So now we have one nice piece. I'll leave this dot for now. We can delete it after. And here, let's delete that. Now I'm going to do the same thing, but cut the top. Right? And look, it cut really nice because we were so precise. And there you go. Now we have our lower arm also ready. Are you feeding Marlo, Claude? Thank you. He 3/4 dog food, some pumpkin, like a scoop of pumpkin, and maybe rice or vegetables. Yeah, if there's no rice. So now for the arm, I'm going to grab this permanent pivot point and match it with that middle dot. Right, so zoom in really close, match it up. So now when we click off and we rotate this arm, see how perfect the join is? It's like a seamless transition. So we're good. Our arms are pretty much good. This one, let's go up here. And now we can actually delete these dots. We don't need them. Okay, so normally I say go on the line art and the color art layer, but for the way we're going to do the arms, we need the color to be on the line art layer. So I'm going to color these in. Okay, so we have nice arms. Now we're going to work on the seamless joint. So this is really, really cool. Oh. Yeah, So the circle is on the same layer as the arm. And that's why use the rectangle tool first, then use the ellipse tool. So it kind of is separate when you select them. But yeah, everything we're doing is on the line art layer for now. So I'm gonna close this. We don't need it right now. And what we're gonna do, so here is this part is very, very complicated. So if you don't understand what I'm doing now, that's okay, because to be honest, I don't even understand what I'm doing right now. I just copied this from one of the rigs that was in the studio that I work with. So I actually made a template of it so I don't have to memorize it. And I can put a link to this in my Gumroad. So if we go down here to rigging, see these seamless down and seamless up? I'm going to drag this into the seam and drag this into the seam as well. So what we're doing here is we're using something called a color selector. So I'm going to group this. See if I remember how to do this. I may have to look up how to do this. I know this needs to be in a composite, just like that. And this needs to go into here. So these color selectors, they're stemming from the line art layer. So basically we're going to say, select this line color. So the line color from our palette, select that. And we're going to name it line. Okay. Here, we're going to select from our palette the skin color. And we're going to name it fill. I'm trying to remember how to do this. I might have to look it up. Okay, nice. And now, what we're missing though, I have to go on my line art, copy, go to my overlay, and paste. And we're just going to have these sides showing in our overlay. Okay. Same thing for the bottom arm. We're going to copy our lines, overlay, paste. Don't want the color. Don't want this. Okay, and when this is done, you'll see what I'm doing when it's finished. It probably, I swear to God, I don't even understand what I'm doing right now. So we'll do seamless up one. It's basically like a cross auto patch, but you have the overlapping lines. Okay. Let's see. I need another one of these. Group again. We'll do this. All right. And we're going to do same thing. So line art, color selector. Oh, I'm confusing myself. Line. Got it. And once I get more comfortable with this method, I'll do a full tutorial on it. I kind of just learned this like last week, but it's so cool. I think it's one of the best ways to rig an arm, and you'll see why if I can get it to work. Okay, so this. What if I take this out? What happens? Okay, so we don't need those. Now comes the tough part. And you know what? I need to see. Hang on a sec. I got to reference my other rig. Where is it? Because I don't remember what to do next. we have to do something with this now, with the overlay layer. So in this Jon Snow rig, this is kind of what the finished thing is supposed to look like. So very, very complicated. So we have our seamless up. Whoops. Our seamless down. Okay, 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 okay. We're good, we're good. What the hell? We'll do. Yeah, honestly, I'm not even, I don't understand what is happening here at all. But I'm gonna learn, and I'll teach you guys. If you can just follow step by step, it's so cool. It's so cool what happens with the arms. Ah, very, very interesting question. IK or normal rig? And I think it all depends with what you need as an animator, like in a production. If you've ever heard of a guy, his name is like Ollie on YouTube. He makes amazing like rigs with constraints, and he kind of simulates like moving flesh. So that is kind of very cool. But if you're on a production, it might not be necessary, right? So it all depends basically on the needs of the production, on the animation style, right? So each rig is best for each type of style. You gotta figure that out first. Okay, let me look. We need. Okay, I feel I need another comp like this. Oh my god, if I can get this to work, guys, this will be crazy. I need this to go in here, and then this to go in here. Yes. Get rid of that. And I'd say this is very, very complicated rigging. Okay, okay, I'm remembering. So let's do the same thing. To be honest, I really want to learn how to use or how to rig with IK, with like inverse kinematics and like constraints and stuff, because it's so cool. And I think the rigs aren't as heavy if you have more of those and less master controllers, but you can get kind of the same feeling. So check out on YouTube, his name is Ollie. Check that out. He has amazing, amazing rigs. It just blows my mind, the stuff that he does. Okay, line, got it. Skin, got it. And see, here's the overlay, which should be something. What happened? Why is it not? Why did it disappear? Is what I need to know. I feel better. Yes. Oh, I really want this to work. I really want this to work. Maybe I need another one. So seamless up, seamless down. Here, here. This needs to be fed in this. And then this needs to be fed through here. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Get rid of this. We're going to cut this. Color selector. Line. And again, no need to understand what I'm doing right now because I don't even understand it. I'm just copying what I see, but it's a good way to learn, you know? Fill. Did I select the color maybe? Oh, it worked. It worked. Look. So Oh yeah. Maybe post a link in the chat. I'd love to see that. So guys, this is what I'm trying to say. So this is kind of because I don't really do it right. Oops. So when you move this arm, it automatically has a little crease in the elbow. Then you move it here, and there's automatically another crease in the elbow. So you can get arms that are layered in front and behind the body. It's so much faster. You don't have to draw on the overlay layer or copy and paste anything. It's all set up already. I don't know why this is happening. I think it's because if we go on the overlay, oops. This is not correct. Oops. We're just going to touch that. But yeah, still, I need to still iron out a few tweaks, but that is the basis of this node system. It's like a cross auto patch that fixes this joint, but there's an automatic overlap to the arm, and it saves so much time when you're hand I love it, but I still can't get it quite right. Okay, so now let's label this. Backdrop. We'll go. Seamless. But have you guys used any IK rigs before? What do you guys prefer? Master controllers, no master controllers? You know, lots of deformers, more redraw stuff. What do you guys prefer? Backdrop. Okay. Nice. We are getting far. So I'll go and see if I can figure out a solution to this after, but let's keep carrying on. Actually, upper arm here. We're going to do full arm. 43 minutes. We have 15 minutes left. Let's see if we can finish the arm. And also, this whole system, you can do it for the legs. You can do it for the torso. You know, it's very, very versatile, which I love. Okay, now we need to do the hand. I'm not going to draw all the individual hands. We can do all that, like the hands and the mouth, in a separate video. I'm just going to draw the first like middle. So the hand goes here. We'll put it. I'm going to have it in front. So this is the arm. I need another comp. Keep everything nice and organized. So I'm going to put the hand in front. Just because I don't want to do an auto patch, I'll just overlap it, you know? I'm too lazy to deal with that. Let's go like this. Let's move this down. Okay, hand. When you draw hands, especially for a rig, you can use the pencil tool. But it's a lot easier if you use like the line tool because there's less points, and the less points you have, the easier it's going to be to work with this rig. So let's just quickly go in. I'll copy the hands exactly. Maybe we'll design some new hands after, but for now, we don't really need to worry about it. Good question. So if you're just doing a cross auto patch, like a regular one, it's very simple. But what you don't get, see this? See this overlapping line over here? You don't get that in a regular auto patch. You have to do a bunch of other stuff. This way, I don't have to worry about like copying and pasting lines on the overlay layer when I need them. It's automatically there. And if I move it forward or back in Z depth, I hit that line. And that is really useful if I want to like foreshorten something, or basically to foreshorten things. But if you look at the link rig that I made, he doesn't have this, so his arms, there's no overlap line. That's all it is, just all that work for that little thing. But I think it makes a lot of difference to take that extra time, especially when you're animating. It's so nice to not have to worry about that. Okay, let's get this hand in. Because once we have the hand in, the upper body is basically done. Because I'm not doing this arm twice. I'll clone it. And that's it. That's the nice thing about rigging. You only have to do basically half the work. Yeah, in another video, we can do the hand drawing substitutions, because they are a little difficult to do. They just take a long time. And this is what I hate the most about rigging, is drawing hands, drawing mouths. I don't like it at all. And I think this is probably, if you're working in a studio, what you spend a lot of your time doing is like drawing mouth kits, hand kits, feet kits, you know? Because once you have a method for rigging, you just use it for every character. If you have a good library built up, you can really rig very quickly. But it's just these hands and feet that really mess you up. Oh, fuck. I was on the overlay layer. So copy, or cut, paste. Go skin like this. And I'm not going to auto patch this. I'm just going to delete that. There you go. We have a hand, we can fix it after. So lower arm to the hand to the lower arm. That arm is done. Oh, I forgot the deformers. Quickly add those before I forget. So display one, we'll just isolate it. Click 1, 2, 3, 4. I think 4 points should do it. Create envelope. We'll do 4 points. Here, 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 here. How do you improve your animation skills? That is a very broad question, but a very good question. You know, um, I'm trying to think what I like to do. So me, I'm pretty lucky because now that I work in a studio, I have access to like all my supervisors and directors and stuff. And if I ever struggle on a question, I don't know how to animate something, I can ask them for advice, and they usually have a great answer. So I learn a lot from them, but also like knowing the basics, right? Like doing a bouncing ball over and over again, doing a pendulum swing over and over again until you understand what the timing is, what the spacing is. That also helps a lot. And just not being afraid to experiment and just animate. Make crappy animations, but eventually you're going to get better. You're going to realize, you know, this isn't really working out, or maybe I should try it this way. And then you kind of learn from there. I'm a little creator. But yeah, very, very broad question. And also maybe break it down, right? Into not just maybe how do I learn animation, but maybe today I'm going to focus on timing. How do I understand timing better? Maybe tomorrow I'm going to focus on squash and stretch. How can I make squash and stretch more in a face? Very specific things. And then maybe that's a little bit easier to improve. Yeah, exactly, Joseph. That's the one good thing about working on the computer. You don't have to redraw anything on paper or like rescan it. It's very, very quick to undo something. Okay, here we go. Arms. The arms are, I want to say done, right? Let's turn this off. Right, so we have a perfect joint here, and then if we want to get some nice foreshortening, well, we can deform it just like that. Okay, perfect. I got to figure out something to do with the chest and the breasts. I forgot about those, but I'll figure that out later. So now for the arms, I have this piece. This whole comp is an arm. So what I'm going to do is select it, Control Shift G, group it, and there we go. We'll say this is what arm is it? The back arm. Go. Back arm. Oh. Nice. Go back arm. Yeah, actually, so the shows I'm working on right now, they're kind of all coming to a close. So I'm collecting a lot of my most recent work to put in an updated reel, but I can't share it just yet until the shows actually are released or they air. So maybe in like a few months, I can share my most updated stuff. Because yeah, a lot of the work I have online is old. It's like a year old. Uh, okay, so I'll show you guys how to clone. So I don't want to redo this whole arm, right? It was a lot of work. So I'm going to select it and go here. We'll go node, clone selected nodes, drawings only. Don't do this one because then it's an exact copy of everything you do. But we do drawings only. So this way, if I update a drawing swap in the hand, it's going to update in both arms. We're going to rename this front arm. And now here's kind of where the flip is going to happen. So I'll put a blank peg over it. So the origin point is at 0. And then I'll grab what's called a what is it called? Static transformation. And we plug it in here. So now on this front arm, I'm just gonna press 4 to flip it, right? So now it's, well, I guess the design isn't very symmetrical, so we got to fix that. But the arm position is good. And now I go to my static transformation. I say bake all incoming transformations, right? And it kind of flipped back, but that's okay. Now we get rid of this peg. Boom, we have a flipped arm. And it took us 2 seconds to do, right? I'm just gonna go here and I'll do arms. Right, super easy. Now what time is it? 56. We're almost out of time, but I'm glad we got through the arms. I'm glad I got to show you guys that. So we'll do arms. Is anyone else working on some cool projects at the moment? Let's see, arms here. And we'll plug it into the full torso. I'm curious why this is not matching up properly. Okay, so we have the arms, we have the head done, right? If we scroll through, the head's looking good. It's turning, right? The arms are looking good. Oh, maybe I'll change this pivot point up here. Right, we got to draw the hands, and then we got to do the lower legs, which should be very easy. It's basically the same process as the arm. So I might do it off screen, and then our next live stream, we can move this character into the different views. So like quarter front, side, profile, back, and all that stuff. And then maybe we can add a master controller. I don't know. So yeah, I think this stream is just about done. So next one, we'll do the different views, and then we'll do the drawing substitutions for the mouth, and then the drawing substitutions for the hands and the feet. Nice. Okay, maybe I can fix this before we go. So I think for this, I'm gonna have to delete this drawing thing. And I'm editing the drawing layer here. I kind of want this to match. Which cartoon shows use Toon Boom? Like all of them. There are so, like, every single one. Maybe not every single one, but I'd say like 90% of the shows use Toon Boom. Just because you can do. Yeah, Rick and Morty does. Every show I've worked on has used Toon Boom. Even if it's hand drawn, because they have a lot of good hand drawn tools. The only show I know that used Flash was Corner Gas. They used Flash for that show. Do a lot of like animes use Toon Boom as well? Or maybe they use TV Paint. Maybe they use that. Create envelope. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Gravity Falls uses Toon Boom as well. Or they use Toon Boom. I don't know if that show was completely hand drawn or with rigs though. I don't know. Oh, look at that. You match up the shoulders. Perfect. I've never actually seen Gravity Falls, but I hear it's pretty good. Okay, last thing. These. I don't know how I'm going to do her breasts. I need to think about that. Yeah, I think that's okay. So, so far, guys, this is what we have. I'm happy with this. I might even figure something out to do. I don't know. I got to figure out how to do her breasts because this, I don't like this line or this line. That looks funny to me. We have to change that. My favorite cartoon show. To be honest, I don't really watch too many cartoon shows, but I did like the it was one I think in like the 90s, the Spectacular Spider-Man cartoon series. I think that was really, really well done. Great story, great animation, awesome character designs. I really like that one. But I need a new animated show to watch. I got to start getting into it more. There's so many, but I feel I live under a rock when it comes to that stuff. Okay, I think we're done. Yes, I'm done for today. Fuck, I don't wanna rig anymore, guys. I'm tired. So let me save this. The next stream is gonna be this Sunday. Do I watch anime? No, but my friends just gave me a recommendation to watch. What was it called? It's called Death Note. They told me to start watching that. So maybe this weekend, if it's rainy, I'll sit down and watch a few episodes of that one. But any recommendations, guys, let me know because I want to start getting into it. I feel I can learn so much, and some of the stories are really great. So yeah, let me know. Let me know. Let me know. Primal. I saw the first episode of Primal. What's Primal? Is that like on Netflix? Yeah, dude, anytime. I'd like thank you for joining in the stream. I love it when the chat is active. It makes it way more fun. You know what? Maybe I'll oh, Primal is yeah. No problem, guys. Have a good night. Have a good weekend. Anyone we're gonna stream Sunday, so I'll see you guys on Sunday. And keep posting in the Discord. I need to watch Primal. Yeah, 100%. I'll let you guys know. I'll let you guys know if I do and how it is. All right. Have a good one. Honestly, thank you so much, guys. I'm loving these. Each stream is getting better and better. So I'm so happy. I'm so happy for this. All right. Have a good weekend.